This job market is absolutely deep fried. It is cooked.
I'm literally jobless. I am jobless as the day I was born. I don't know where I'm gonna be. And it's just really frustrating because I'm like, I could have just planned just a little bit better.
Everybody got the opinion that college is a scam.
All you guys that are graduating, congratulations. You will now not be getting a job quicker than you did last time.
Guys, I graduated with a bachelor's degree almost a year ago now, and I've been applying to jobs since the day that I graduated, and I still haven't found a decent job.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job.
I have a master's degree from a highly ranked university, and I cannot find a job right now.
Is anybody else having a really hard time finding a job right now? I literally just graduated university last week and I cannot find a job.
Post-graduation depression is not talked about enough.
Why nobody told me that it is way harder to find a job after you get a degree than before you got the degree?
So many people are out of work, jobs aren't there, vacancies don't exist, fake jobs, AI taking jobs, no entry-level jobs. The requirements to get a job is a bit overwhelming.
You walked across the stage. They clapped. And then the real world looked you dead in your face and said, good luck with that. The 2026 job market is not giving what they promised when they took your tuition money. So let's talk about what's actually happening out here, because the silence from employers is loud.
All you guys that are graduating, congratulations. You will now not be getting a job quicker than you did last time. Now you're going to have to go on LinkedIn for a lot longer than you did whilst you was at uni. The impending inevitable is coming your way.
Everybody got the opinion that college is a scam, but I think you're forgetting that the degree, the paper certifies that you're capable of doing the job. It doesn't certify that you get the job.
Why nobody told me that it is way harder to find a job after you get a degree than before you got the degree? Because I'm online about to apply to be a police officer for no good reason.
Post-graduation depression is not talked about enough. I graduated with a biology degree about a week ago, and I don't have a job. All my friends are moving away, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do right now. And things in life have to change in order for you to grow, and I know that. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited, but that doesn't mean I'm ready or prepared, and
I have a master's degree from a highly ranked university, and I cannot find a job right now. This is the reality for new grads. I've got multiple internships, I'm bilingual, I study human-computer interaction and user research, and I just can't find a job. Like the last interview I had, the minute I sat down, the interviewer was like, "You're overqualified. Why do you even want to apply for this job?" And I was like, "I need a job." But then for the bigger companies, the more famous ones, they're like, need people who have more experience. We don't need you. I mean, if you happen to be hiring and you happen to need someone who had my experience and skills, please do reach out to me. Thanks.
Okay, I feel like I need to take a break because I've been applying to more jobs and updating my resume, updating my cover letter. We had residency programs that just opened today and they need cover letters. I feel like I have a really hard time talking about myself in a cover letter. Like sometimes I just don't know what to write. Am I writing too much? Am I writing enough? So cover letters are not my favorite thing to do, but ow, my contact. That's pretty much it. I told myself that I was going to only apply. I was going to take like 2 hours to apply to jobs this morning, and I've been sitting on this chair since 8 in the morning and it is 1 p.m. ready. So that didn't go as planned, but hopefully we get a job soon. Oh, it's hard out here. Honestly, I've applied to a lot of jobs and I haven't even got an email reply. Like, if you're going to deny me, at least like send me an email. Nothing. Like, I've just been left on red this whole time. So I think I've gotten a few, like maybe 5, but that's pretty much it. All right, I have to get out of this house because I feel like I'm going crazy now.
But like, when did it get normalized for grads to not be able to get jobs out of college? Like, it was a problem. Now it's just yeah, I've been graduated for 2 years and I haven't found a job. Why is that normal? Why is that not shocking now? Like, it's like people have become desensitized to it. I know people with masters that are struggling to find a job or a well-paying job, and I'm just concerned at how normal it is.
Can someone tell me why it's so difficult to land your first job in this job market? I've been applying to jobs since December of last year, right? That's when I graduated from my program. I did business marketing, so I'm looking for marketing roles, right? I've been applying on every platform you could think of. I applied on LinkedIn, I applied on Indeed, I applied on marketing agency websites, right? I've sent out messages, personal messages to hiring managers and recruiters on LinkedIn, online, sent out tons of emails, right? And it just feels useless. It just feels useless. I feel like every single time I fill out a job application, I feel like it's just going to go into a void and no one's ever going to look at it or get back to me. Like, how is people supposed to live? I'm 22 years old, right? I want to get my career started. I want to get my life started, right? In a career. I have the qualifications. I even have the experience, but it's not enough experience that these employers want. I don't know what to do anymore. You know what I mean? I just want to make this video just to put myself out there, probably, you know what I mean? Probably just to speak, and maybe someone out there probably relates to what I'm saying, but this job market is absolutely deep fried. It is cooked, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. Like, I've been everything. You could think of anything. Any suggestions that you would give someone that's looking for a job, I've done. I've redid my resume. I've made cover letters, tons of cover letters. It feels like, what are you supposed to do to get a entry-level job as a new graduate? What do you have to do? No one wants to get back to you. No one wants to give you that first chance, that first opportunity. I just want to put myself out there, and hopefully maybe someone out there could probably enlighten me about the situation, but yeah.
I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And here I am, just jobless, applying to so many jobs. No one wants to hire me. And like, it's hard because some people I know are in medical school. They're getting their master's. They're getting their starting their PhD programs. They're out here working. They're corporate girlies. I'm literally jobless. I am jobless as the day I was born. I don't know where I'm gonna be. And it's just really frustrating because I'm like, I could have just planned just a little bit better. Just like a little bit better. So to all the procrastinators out there, if you're starting senior year, do not be like me, please. This is a cautionary tale. Start looking for jobs. Start looking for master's programs. Start looking for PhDs, because you don't want to be here, start of the school year, people are going to start things, and you have nothing to go to. You're just jobless. You're just floating around. It sucks. And I don't want this for you.
I just graduated college and I am completely unemployed with no future job prospects. And I feel like this is such a fucking weird time in my life because no one ever prepared me for it. For so long, like literally when I was in elementary school, people would just be like, "Oh my god, just get your degree. Get your degree and you're good. Get your degree and you're good," right? So I did that. And I'm in debt and I got my degree. And now like I'm applying to every fucking job like imaginable, and it's not fucking enough. It's not enough. Every single job wants like 5 years of experience and a master's degree. And it's like, it's gotten to the point where having your undergrad degree literally feels like you just graduated high school. Like, no one wants to hire you. Everyone's like, okay, you need a lot of experience, you need this. And the economy is so bad right now that these like entry level positions are being filled by people with master's degrees. And so it's like me and like literally most of my friends were completely unemployed. And like, thankfully, we have places to go to, right? So we can go back home, right? A lot of people do not have that. A lot of people can't comfortably just go back and live with their parents. And so, like, I'm grateful, but it's also extremely frustrating because it's like this lie that we're literally fed since we're kids that, like, you just got to get your degree and everything is good. is not even real. Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, what if I don't want to get a graduate degree? Should I have literally just only finished high school and then just like started looking into like sales or like entrepreneurial positions? Like, why did I even get my undergrad degree if it's not going to benefit me? Why go in so much debt to literally just move home after getting my degree and do nothing, you know? So I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. If you guys have any suggestions of like what you've been doing post grad, if you're also unemployed, let me know.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job. I feel like if you are not currently looking for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job. Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your like dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, yeah, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like, no, I don't dream of working. My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money, and Monopoly money won't work. So that means I have to get a good paying job, but those are not available.
Is anybody else having a really hard time finding a job right now? I literally just graduated university last week and I cannot find a job. Literally have a bachelor of communication and I'm working on my master's right now and I can't find a job for the life of me. It literally just seems like nobody's hiring. Like last week, I literally got rejected from a job at McDonald's because I wasn't qualified enough to be a cashier. You're joking. I have bills and shit to pay. I don't have enough time for all of this. I've been looking for like side hustles to do. Like I started doing Instacart. If you see me deliver food to your door, no, you didn't. The only side hustle that's actually been working for me is claiming class action lawsuits, which sounds sketchy as hell, but it actually is working for me somehow. I use the claimmoney.com website. Somehow I pulled together $1,200 last month and I was able to pay my rent and my insurance. I'm not homeless yet, but I will be soon if I can't find a real job. So please tell me something is hiring. If you have any jobs, drop them in the comments.
I hate to give this reality check, but having a master's or a PhD does not automatically qualify someone to be a barista, cashier, host, waiter. These are 2 very different skill sets. And in some cases, yeah, the local high school student does have an edge over a PhD, multiple degreed person. I'm seeing a lot of these TikToks of people saying, I just got rejected from being a cashier at the yogurt shop. I just got rejected from working part-time in a retail store. I have 6 masters. I have a PhD. I have 5 degrees. And guess what? None of that proves that you have the qualifications to be a good cashier, make good coffee, fry fries. Like, I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. I'm telling you, the same people that have groundbreaking dissertations on research on, I don't know, decolonizing land through the patterns of willow trees do not have what it takes to work at the yogurt shop. Don't have the interpersonal skills for it. Don't have some of the common sense for it, but have multiple masters in psychiatry and sociology and social work. It's crazy. And I'm saying this as someone who has touched all of these areas: higher education, retail, restaurant work. One does not equal the other. Okay? These are 2 different skill sets. Having a PhD or a master's does not guarantee that that person is cut out for front-facing customer service work, part-time work. Yeah, in that case, the 14-year-old might have an edge on your resume. I don't know. Step your cookies up. Don't know what to tell.
One of the saddest things about new grads having a high unemployment rate and not getting roles is that they're watching their long-term plans kind of disintegrate. I mean, they saw how their parents grew up. Their parents had all this opportunity and everything, and They want to do the kids. They want to buy a house. They want to put those kids through college. They want to have a nice car. They want to have a nice house, be able to upgrade the house and all that stuff. And all those dreams are disappearing with not being able to find a job. And it's tragic because you see these people who are just applying to all these roles, and if you ask them and they answer truthfully, like, what do you want to do? They don't give a shit. They just want something that gives them health insurance, has a structure, has this like some structured career path, room to grow, be in a nice city. Like, you know what I mean? It's really bare bones stuff, and it's tragic. It's tragic to watch this.
At this point, we need to be calling it an unemployment crisis. It's being reported on. It's in the headlines. It's now center stage. Thank God, because it hasn't been for a while. And the government can't ignore it anymore. This is a crisis. This is a crisis to have that many people out of work, to have that many young people just starting out in their career, unable to secure work. Now, I am saying this because a year ago, I've lost track of time. I was struggling to get work. I took 200 job applications to land a job, if not more, because I stopped tracking, and 200 is just the number I go by, but definitely more than 200. I know how to interview. I know how to do my cover letter. I know how to do my CV. I've never struggled to land a job before, as tough as it was last year. I also struggled in 2022, but it wasn't as bad. It's been getting worse and worse and worse year on end. Now, there was a little moment where they tried to smidge the numbers and make it sound like the unemployment rate was getting better. No, it wasn't. You just changed the target. You just changed what unemployment actually meant. Whilst it might seem overwhelming to be seeing that so many people are out of work, jobs aren't there, vacancies don't exist, fake jobs, AI taking jobs, no entry-level jobs, the requirements to get a job is a bit overwhelming, and it is a bit like, oh, this is just awful. How are we going to fix this? At the same time, it's great to be able to speak about it, because when I was looking for a job, it wasn't. And that's why I made the TikToks. That's why I live streamed on TikTok, to connect to people that were going through the same thing, because I couldn't understand it. Yes, the government has always technically reported on the statistics. It's their job. They have to. ONS, the Office for National Statistics, has to. But at the same time, you're not necessarily looking at that. If people around you are getting jobs, or no one else seems to be struggling, you just haven't really put two and two together yet. Or people around you are telling you, well, just go and do this, go and do that. Just pop into a shop and give your CV. It doesn't work like that anymore. And realising that this is a crisis actually changes how we should be operating. And I'm not talking about job seekers. I'm talking about what needs to be done in the system. We've been told a lie, and now so many people are out of work and struggling. And yes, the focus is on 18 to 24-year-olds, as it should be. They are young people that are trying to build their careers. But I suffered as a 31-year-old, as a 30-year-old as well. And it's because we've kind of grown out of that bracket, but it still applies. I've got videos on it of me saying, like, I'm struggling and I have experience, and I have the resilience, and I've been in this market for a while. I'm struggling. So just imagine for a second how somebody that has not yet got a job in the area they're qualified for, and they have to, and they want to, and they can't, and they're up against, it's already highly competitive for people that are skilled and are able to do these jobs. So I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep bringing the facts and figures up. I'm going to keep working with journalists and reporters to talk about this, to be a case study, to represent what people are going through, because I've been through it firsthand, and it's horrendous. It's horrible. The amount of blame that was put on me as a job seeker for not having a job is atrocious and disgusting, actually. It's really bad treatment of the unemployed and of job seekers and of people that are signing on because they're realising, oh, the money I have isn't going to stretch me very far, or, oh, I don't have a backup job of just going to a cafe and getting a job that's supposed to be usually easy to get. Easy, like you had in your CV, I'm happy to do the work, happy for you to train me up. No, doesn't work like that.
Guys, I graduated with a bachelor's degree almost a year ago now, and I've been applying to jobs since the day that I graduated, and I still haven't found a decent job. Why am I applying to basic entry-level jobs like desk assistant, office assistant, receptionist, and they all need 2 to 3 years of experience? Like, hello, you're telling me with my 4-year private institutional degree, I'm still not qualified to use Word and answer phone calls and send emails? Hello? And then even getting a minimum wage job is hard. Why am I applying to coffee shops, restaurants, retail, and all of them are not hiring? Oh, okay, so then why do you have a hiring sign outside? Make it make sense.
I don't normally post this kind of stuff, but I graduated UCLA with a 3.8 GPA, and I still have no job. Like, I literally have to pay rent, food, and all the utilities all on my own. And let's not forget about the student loans that I accumulated, because those got me stressed. Like, I literally applied to 200 jobs within 4 months, and the only thing that's getting me through and making me money is filing lawsuits on ClaimMoney.com. Like, just last month, I made an extra $1,800 from filing lawsuits. But yeah, does anyone have any recommendations or, want to connect on LinkedIn or, so I can find a new grad position?
One thing I want to talk about is the struggle of getting a job post grad. Um, especially when it comes to like the older generation and how like they love to say, "Oh, all you have to do is just go to school. Once you go to school, you get a degree. Once you get a degree, you get a job." But that's was back then. Nowadays, you go to school, you get your degree, and then you have to apply for a job. Like apply and apply and apply. And most of the time, these jobs will be like, "Oh, you're underqualified. Oh, you're overqualified. Oh, you're not qualified. Oh, you do not have enough experience." And I'm just like, I just came out of undergrad. Isn't it the purpose of a job is for me to get that experience? Like, but then again, you have to realize some jobs do not want to train people, so they don't, and because it costs them money to train people, and they don't want to pay for training and stuff. So it's like they'll be looking for people who have like a lot of experience. But I'm just like, that's not how it is in undergrad. In undergrad, you barely even get that much experience. Honestly, like you get your internship like in like what your final semester, and it's kind of like okay, that's all I can do. Like, it's just annoying, bro. It's really annoying. Like, applying for job, applying for job, applying for jobs. And these jobs do not even, either they don't get back to you or they get back to you and they say, oh, we're sorry, like, you did not meet the qualification for this. We decided to move on with somebody else who's, skills best fit. And then you go back to, like, the job website and you still see that the job is still up. Who the freak was the best fit then? Like who was the best fit? Like it just pisses me off because like there are a lot of people in this world who literally are still to this day looking for jobs, post undergrad, still looking for jobs. And like it's like a struggle. It's a struggle. Like you either have to know somebody in the job so they can refer you, or honestly you might have to join a freaking fraternity or sorority because they look out for each other. So like it's just annoying. It's just annoying. And then when I think about it, also like the older generation loves to be like, "Oh, your younger generation are so lazy." We're not lazy. We're not lazy. We're actually trying to find jobs. These jobs are not hiring. Like they're literally not hiring, and it's kind of like, damn. And then even sometimes when we do get the job, yeah, we deal with bullshit ass bosses and stuff when we leave. Well, at least that means we have respect for ourselves. But it's just like, it's just annoying, bro. Like post grad looking for jobs, post grad not even getting a job offer, and then you just be seeing other people who are getting job offer left and right, and then you're just sitting there like thinking, is there something wrong with you? Like, is your resume not enough? Like, are you just like, were you even meant to do that degree? It really just have your brain just thinking about a lot of crazy things, and it's really sad that that's what it has to come to be like. And this is the reason why also a lot of people don't even want to go to like college, because it's like you're not even fully determined a job like post grad. You don't even know if you're going to get a job post grad. And then once you come out and you see all these people on LinkedIn literally complaining, saying how like they haven't been able to find a job in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then they have to go back and work in like regular retail job, which is no, there's nothing wrong with retail, there's nothing wrong with fast food and stuff. But like coming out of college, like you want to get the big girl job, you want to get the corporate job, you want to get like the Fortune 500, whatever fuck jobs. But it's kind of like, damn, you also have to realize sometimes in life you just kind of have to just be real with yourself and be like, okay, I can just go work at this place until something comes along. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just sucks how these jobs are not hiring, bruh. It really is like, it blows the fuck out of me because it's like we literally do the steps. We do the steps. Go to school, get a degree. Boom, they say you're gonna get a job. Where's the job? Where's the job? It's like, damn. I don't know, and I feel like it's gonna keep getting way worse because like even these jobs nowadays, like you apply, they would get back to you, they would deny you. Or if you apply, they would actually ask you to do an interview and then they would ghost you. They would ghost you on the interview. Like, oh my God, these jobs are worse than a fucking toxic relationship. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. But honestly, I just wish that
those who are still looking for a job now are able to get something soon, because it's getting hard out here. It's really getting hard. This economy is getting crazy.
Nobody handed them anything either, but they sure did hand us down the bill for that broken system. Tell me in the comments where you are right now. This community is not judging. We're all in it. And if this video said anything you were thinking but couldn't say out loud, share it, because somebody needs to feel less alone today. Happy every day.